and we can ride the boogie, share that beat of love. I wanna ride.
Y'all, welcome back to another Faith Fueled Fitness video, or welcome if you are new. If you are new here, this is my Faith Fueled Fitness series. It is all about how I want to lose 30 pounds this year in 2025, and I'm incorporating my faith and my trust in God into that process. So hope you enjoyed this series. If that sounds like something you're interested in already, just go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. But it is now September, and y'all, I'm not even gonna lie, y'all know I'm always transparent over here. This summer I did not lose a single pound, and that's not to say that I was not trying. I was in a calorie deficit all summer. I was getting 10,000 steps all summer. I was working hard. The scale has not been budging. So now that I'm back at work, now that I'm back into routine, I'm like, let's restart, let's switch some things up. So this is kind of like my fall reset and restart of the Faith Fueled Fitness journey. So this is what is changing. Y'all know I'm typically a high carb girly. We're switching it up and trying high protein. I know. I always say I'm not a high protein girly, but I'm trying it. I'm also increasing my calories, which sounds like the opposite of what I should be doing if I want to lose weight, but I'm increasing the calories because these last 15 pounds need to get off. Like, I lost 30 pounds overall, but only like 15 pounds this year, and I need these last 15 pounds to drop before the holidays, so I'm doing everything I can. So right now I'm raising my calories to 1,700 calories a day, and I'm trying to get at least 70 grams of protein, which is high for me, but really anywhere between 70 and 85 grams of protein is where I'm headed right now. So I took y'all to the grocery store with me. I showed you the clips of when I was there, but I also wanted to walk through like some of the high protein items that I got and give y'all a deep dive faith chat into how this journey has been going. So if that sounds like something that you're interested in seeing, then keep on watching. All right, so let's start with the faith aspect. I'm not even gonna lie, the faith aspect has not really been part of the fitness journey lately, and that could be why it's not going the way that I want it to go. So if you remember, I started 2025 off strong. I did a 21-day fast. I got right into my workouts, everything like that, but the progress has slowed down, and honestly it's been at a halt. I've been at the same weight for like 2 to 3 months now, and although I see some fluctuations, it always pops back to like the area that I'm at right now. So the area that I'm struggling in and that I want to talk to y'all about today is grace versus discipline. So I'm kind of stuck in a place right now where it's like, how do I give myself grace, like the grace that I deserve as a person, while still maintaining that discipline? And it just reminds me of, you know, God and my walk with God. Of course, we got to tie the faith in. I got to bring the faith back. But God always gives us grace. We don't deserve it, but he gives us grace. That does not mean that he doesn't discipline us. God will literally jump in and drag us out of situations that we should not be in. Does that mean we're punished forever and he hates us and he doesn't forgive us? No. But does that mean that he's disciplining us and taking us away from things that we might want, even though they're not good for us? Yes, that's what it means. So I'm trying to find that balance right now between the grace of like, hey, you've had a long day. You don't really need 10,000 steps a day. You can have that extra snack. And then the discipline of, hey, girlie, you got goals. You got something you said that you want to stick to. So that's kind of like my area of balance that I'm working on right now. But I think what I need to do is stick to the goals no matter how I feel. And obviously things change, like if you're sick, that's different. But like if I just had a long day and so I feel like sitting on the couch, that's an excuse. That's not grace, that's an excuse. You know, like giving myself grace is not being too hard on myself. Obviously forgiving myself, starting each day strong, like the mindset like it's a new day, it's a new chance. That's grace. Discipline is you're tired, you don't want to do it, you want an extra snack, that's too bad. That's discipline. And that's where I think I really need to lock in and make sure that I'm staying disciplined. So although I want to eat around 1,700 calories, I try to give myself like 50 calories each way. So that's 1,650 calories to 1,750 calories, like staying within that window and prioritizing protein, which as a vegan, y'all know, it can be a little bit more difficult. I was talking to my mom yesterday and I was like, if I was a meat eater, I could easily get 100 grams of protein in a day and I wouldn't feel bloated, I wouldn't feel heavy. But because I am a plant-based eater, it's harder to find sources of protein that don't also contain a bunch of fiber. And with that kick up of fiber, I also got to kick up the water, got to kick up the movement, because I've been high protein for 1 week and my digestive tract is struggling. So part of that goal of the high protein, the higher, little bit higher calories, I need to up my water intake, which is hard as a teacher when I don't have time to go to the bathroom. But that's an excuse. So I'm going to up that water intake. I'm going to up those steps, making sure I'm getting at least 10,000 steps a day. I don't remember the full workout split, but it's also including more strength because I want to boost my metabolism. I've been eating low calories. I've been eating a deficit all year and I want more leeway. Like I want more calories in my bank account. So I need to get my metabolism up. The way to do that is to build muscle instead of just losing fat. So I'm strictly building muscle just so I can eat more. Like that's literally the only reason why. I don't want extra muscle. I want all of it gone. Like if I was just a stick with no fat left, no muscle at all, I would be happy. But I'm getting muscle just to raise my metabolism. And you know, I wanna keep the curves that I have. I am a mid-sized girly and I want to keep the curves. So I think that's it with grace versus discipline. Just being hard on myself when I need to be, but still affording myself the grace to know that each day is a fresh start. So I wanted to specifically go in on some of the protein sources that I picked up at the grocery store. Some you might have seen, some you might not have seen, but these are some of the ones I really want to showcase. Now, this is not the only protein sources I get. I know a lot of these are processed. We'll get back to the whole foods at another time. Next Faith Fuel Fitness video is going to be different. But right now, these are the proteins I'm getting. I also have a lot of peanut butter, beans, legumes, lentils. I eat a lot. Quinoa, I eat a lot. But I already had those like in bulk, so I'm not going to show you all that stuff. But trust and believe, I'm having beans, I'm having lentils like every single day. I literally already had lentils today. I'm having peanut butter, I'm having quinoa, I'm having all those whole foods. But these are just some of the processed things that like help get the protein up quicker. Are they the best for me? No. Do they have lots of sodium? Sometimes, but you know, that's what it is. That's why I'm going to drink the extra water. First things first, I've been drinking these OWYN non-dairy protein shakes. These, let's go over the macros. They have 20 grams of protein, 3 grams of fiber, 4 grams of sugar, and 270 milligrams of sodium, which is kind of high. But I bought one of these for every day of the week. That does not necessarily mean I will drink one every day of the week. But this in a cute little glass with some ice and some pumpkin syrup tastes just like a little iced pumpkin latte. So that's how I've been having them lately to bring in the fall vibes. But quick 20 grams of protein. Now I can say I don't really like to drink these on an empty stomach, so for the morning they just don't work for me. But I've been combining them in the morning with a Dave's Killer, what are they called? Dave's Killer bread, cinnamon raisin bagels. I've been doing half a bagel, a little bit of peanut butter, and one of these shakes in the morning because a whole bagel is 11 grams of protein, but these also 440 milligrams of sodium, 3 grams of fiber, 13 grams of sugar. That's a lot of sugar. Now that I'm going through this stuff, I'm like, that's why the next Faith Fuel Fitness is going to be different, because I feel like if you only focus on one thing, like right now I'm focused on protein, a lot of the other stuff kind of slips through the cracks. So don't do what I do, because this ain't working. I promise y'all this is going to be the last week for this now that I'm reading these nutrition facts. Next Faith Fuel Fitness, yeah, it'll be different. It'll be different. But yeah, 11 grams of protein in one bagel. I usually do half with the protein shake and some peanut butter for breakfast. Next thing that I've been eating a lot are these Cliff Builders protein bars. I used to eat a lot of these like in college. These are 20 grams of protein and they're actually really good. They have 17 grams of sugar, 210 milligrams of sodium, but a lot of other little vitamins and nutrients in these. I've been eating these at the end of the night for a sweet treat. And one thing I can say with being high protein, I sleep all through the night and I have a lot more energy throughout the day. So I do notice those benefits with higher protein. But these I like as a little sweet treat at the end of the night. Or this one, if I've been like really disciplined, I will treat myself with a Lenny and Larry's cookie. I love these Lenny and Larry's cookies. They've been out for a long time. I used to eat them a ton. But they're like 500 calories, but 16 grams of protein in each cookie. But also 20 grams of sugar. Yikes. But yeah, these are really good if you want a sweet treat that also, you know, has some protein in it. I like these. They also have a decent amount of fiber, I'm pretty sure. 10 grams of fiber in one cookie. So yeah, these keep things moving. I like these, but again, this isn't how I eat. Like, I'm gonna pause right here because this is not part of the video, but this is not how I eat. This is not how I like to eat. I'm just trying to move the scale along. I don't like to eat high protein. I don't like to eat a lot of processed food. If you've kept up with my videos, you know this. This sounds crazy based on what you're about to see. I don't like to eat this way. I'm just trying it to see if it'll work out for me. Based on the ingredients I'm seeing, it's not going to, and I'm gonna be back to my like whole foods, high carb diet. But we're trying it out for a couple of weeks. You know, you gotta try things out, see what sticks, see what works. I can pick up some new habits, but I can also drop some other habits. Anyway, done with that. Snacks, these are some of my favorites. These always stay in the rotation. David sunflower seeds and pumpkin seeds, both 8 grams of protein in one serving. I eat them whole, salted for flavor, and then these are the sweet and spicy flavor, but I like these as a little snack, either to snack on while I'm watching TV at the end of the night, snack on in my classroom while I'm grading. I like these. They're better than eating chips, so a much healthier alternative. And then also they have things like zinc and potassium, so they're pretty good nutrients as well. Next, some more food like items. I've been enjoying the Banza chickpea pasta. A lot of people don't like this, but I like it. It's pasta made out of chickpeas. Like, literally the only ingredients are chickpeas, pea starch, tapioca, and xanthan gum. So yeah, in a 2-ounce serving, which I only really eat like 1 ounce at a time, but it's 11 grams of protein, 1 gram of sugar, 5 grams of fiber, and 10 milligrams of sodium. So it's probably the best thing I've picked up so far. As you can see, the box is like mostly gone, but this pasta is really good. I would say if you're starting off, you might want to do half and half of regular pasta and the Banza pasta because it is an acquired taste, but I really like it. I like it for like pasta if you make this with lentils and marinara sauce, or TDP and marinara sauce, or if you like vodka or impossible meat and marinara sauce, like to make it as a pasta, or like in soup with vegetables, any of that to add in that extra protein and fiber. But I am a fan of the Banza pasta. I also always have on deck tofu, super firm. Y'all know tofu is my main protein source. Only ingredients in here are water, soybeans, like it's organic tofu, you know, not much in here. And a 3-ounce serving, there's 9 grams of protein, no sugars, 10 milligrams of sodium. So, you know, cook this the same way you would cook meat. I'm not a fan of like having to marinate tofu and all that stuff. Season it, put it in the air fryer, boom, you're good to go. But it's 3.5 servings per container. I usually only like split it into 3, like 2 or 3. So if you eat half of this at a time, that's 18 grams of protein and only 140 calories, plus whatever seasonings you add. So tofu, perfect for a weight loss journey, perfect for muscle building. It's just perfect. One day I need to have my mom come on here and tell y'all how she makes the tofu, because I don't cook. My mom makes it and she makes it so good. So leave a comment if you want her to come on and show you how she makes the tofu, but perfect for any fitness journey. Next, I've been enjoying these Daring gluten-free breaded plant chicken wings. I'm not a huge fan of the Daring brand, but I did try these last week and they were really good. They're 190 calories for about 6 wings, 12 grams of protein, 0 sugar, 7 fiber, 370 milligrams of sodium, which is a lot. That explains my bloating. Now that I'm going through and looking at these, it really explains my bloating. But these are very good. Wouldn't recommend you eat these every day. Maybe just a fun food every once in a while. But like when I'm in these phases of trying new things in my diet, I just buy new things and see if I like them, see if they can be added into the rotation of something new and different. But yeah, I always mix this kind of stuff with like a purely plant-based meal. So it'll be like this with some quinoa and some peas and some broccoli, like, you know, other like whole foods. But I would recommend these. They're very good, especially if you're a beginner vegan. I just already did 9 years vegan, but if you're a beginner vegan, totally recommend this kind of stuff. It is very good. Next, I have some tofurkey plant-based chicken. And this is the barbecue flavor. I tried this for the first time last week. Really enjoyed it. It would be good in a wrap, pulled pork sandwich, in a bowl mixed with like quinoa, vegetables, other things. But it's 2.5 servings in this container. One serving has 170 calories, 16 grams of protein, 7 grams of sugar, 340 milligrams of sodium. So again, lots of sodium. Did not realize that. Now y'all are seeing we're working it out in real time. But this is really good. I definitely recommend it. Last week I had it for lunch in a wrap. Chef's kiss. It was so good. So just a little fun thing to add into dinner. I eat the same meals every day. So like for breakfast every day I have that protein shake, half a bagel with peanut butter. Then in the morning I'll eat grapes. Then for lunch I'll have a chickpea tuna wrap and a little packet of like 90 calories snacks. I'm eating Delicious snacks right now. Very good. Afternoon, pumpkin seeds, and then some type of dinner. But I eat the same thing every day. And then these couple of things I have not tried yet, but I randomly saw this steamed 6-bean medley. Don't know what it is. Pretty much the only ingredients are the beans, then celery, onions, water, olive oil, and salt. So, you know, just plain, clean ingredients. 2.5 servings per container, 120 calories, 8 grams of protein, 7 grams of fiber, 250 milligrams of sodium. But it is white kidney beans, cranberry, white navy, red kidney, black eyed peas, and black beans. And they're pre-cooked. So great lazy meal if you don't want to soak beans. I do have dry beans always. But if you don't want to soak beans, these are already like cooked and steamed for you. So you just have to heat them up. But I haven't tried these yet. I'll try to let y'all know. And the last thing I haven't tried is this Daring Flyby Jing Chili Crisp. It's a plant chicken fried rice bowl. I don't eat a lot of rice and I don't eat a lot from the Daring brand, but I wanted to try this. I don't often eat like frozen meals, but I was like, let's try it. It's 400 calories, 18 grams of protein, 18 grams of fiber, 710 milligrams of sodium, which is like half a day's worth of sodium in one box. This would definitely be like a fun Saturday treat. Like I would not eat something like this all the time, but again, when I'm trying new things, I'm trying new things. So I just wanted to show y'all and talk a little bit more about those. But yeah, that's where the Faith Fuel Fitness journey is right now. That's why you haven't been seeing a lot of the vlogs. I'm pretty sure last time I vlogged I had the same like outfit on, but you know, it is what it is. We are focused on high protein right now, at least for this week. I'm not saying it's gonna stay, but we're focused on high protein right now. Getting those workouts in 5 days a week, getting those 10,000 steps, drinking more water, and then balancing grace with discipline. Thank y'all so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Leave me a comment where you are in your fitness journey, or if you tried any of this stuff, if you have any recommendations, let me know. And make sure you share this video with a friend, someone else who's trusting God with their health, with their fitness, with their weight loss journey. You know, pass it along so we can be a great community. Like, I want us to spread and be able to work together to reach our goals. But with that being said, I'm gonna put all of this food up and I'm going to go get 4,000 more steps for the day, and I will see y'all in the next video.